Hey everyone, this is Robert with Mr. Texas Real Estate. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being back here. We've got some very, very special guests here in the studio. They are mastermind members. I have Don and his wife, Alma. And these guys are my MVPs. And we're going to talk a little bit about their story and where they're at right now. And Don, Alma, say hello.
Hi.
Hi, Robert.
Hey, so we're on the radio, so don't say any bad words.
Okay.
So you guys were one of the first folks in our mastermind, right?
Correct.
You guys were coming to the lunch things we used to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys bought some properties. So what got you into real estate? What was the trigger?
Well, the trigger for me was that back in 2014, at the end of 2014, the oil and gas industry kind of went upside down, and our company stopped giving raises and paying out their contribution for the 401k. And so I had to figure out a way how to start saving for retirement.
Gotcha.
Well, for me, it was more of I've always wanted to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm a native Houstonian, and I've seen the changes in the city.
Right.
And it's something that I've always wanted to do, but I've always been too afraid to do.
So you guys both came from the energy world, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Oil and gas.
I don't know it, but I'll ask the question. Were you upstream or downstream, Don?
I was more, I guess, well, we were on the insurance side, so we covered
yes.
everything. So I was into risk mitigation.
Risk mitigation, that's right.
I was in upstream and midstream.
Got it. Okay. I don't know what it means, but I'm told to ask it. But you again, and I think the key word was there that they both recognize that, hey, our 401ks are not going to give us that lifestyle that we want, right?
Definitely not.
And Alma was ready to go. She was probably ready to go a decade ago, right?
That's right. I was.
And Don, you're engineer. You're a little conservative, as most people are, and it had to be a little slow. So what was the final trigger? What put you over?
Well, I was listening to, I believe it was your radio show. You and Jason were talking, and you guys were discussing about over the next 5 to 7 years, if you could buy 25 properties, there would be enough equity to pay off half your portfolio. And that made a lot of sense. And then, you have cash-free property.
Right.
Which seemed very tangible.
Very good.
What's funny is I had been listening to your podcast, and I came home and I said, Donnie, you got to listen to these guys. They're just they seem to be making sense for me. And he looks at me, he's like, I am listening to them.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very good. So you guys became our MVPs. I mean, you guys absolutely jumped in. There was a little bit of hesitation on Don's part. Alma had understood the marketplace, and you could tell Don is from our neighbors from the north, just from his. But you jumped in and you did it, and then you did it the right way, right? We went. And what was the first thing we bought?
The first thing we bought was a duplex. I think I went to one of the lunches you guys held at the restaurant, and I saw a property, and I walked out with the property.
I remember telling Donnie, I said, I want you to buy something this weekend.
Very good. And how's that doing for you now?
It's doing great.
There were some challenges, right?
There were some challenges.
There always are.
Of course, nothing ever goes smoothly, but, once you get through those challenges, they're lessons learned. And it makes it easier the next time going around.
And we have learned a lot of lessons,
So the property is currently performing. We have about $45,000 in equity in there of this just past year.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you guys really got in at the right time. We've seen an explosion in the marketplace. Alma, what was the second thing you bought?
We actually, it was our garage apartment.
We converted the garage.
Converting it into an apartment.
Perfect.
And making it income.
Nice. And that's producing?
It's producing very
well. And you got a heaven-sent tenant, right?
Yes, I do, and she's wonderful. Never want to lose her.
Very good. And so that's producing cash?
Yes, it is.
It's doing great. $1,000 a month on a $35,000 investment.
Nice. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's perfect. And then what's the next thing?
We bought another duplex shortly after. That's producing as well. And I have about $40,000 to $44,000 of equity in that one right now, and that's after a year of ownership.
So with the garage conversion, what do you think? You got $120,000 in equity?
119. 119.
119.
Donnie knows the numbers.
So that's excellent. So in 1 year, you made $119,000 in equity,
Correct.
and you're cash flowing,
Yes.
Yes.
and now you're going to have depreciation, which is going to help you on your W-2 for your taxes.
Yes.
Not bad, right?
Oh, it's been a great year.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy to see you guys succeeding and moving forward. Love you guys. You know, Catherine and I just absolutely adore being around you guys. You guys are fantastic.
And the feeling's mutual.
Give me some big takeaways.
Well, showing up to your events,
Getting there, yeah.
talking to Catherine. Catherine has come up with a way where we had some money invested in a fund. It wasn't doing very well for us, and we figured out how we can convert that and use that into real estate.
Right. You know what? Hold on. Let's talk about that, because not only do you own your own, you have your active investments. Mm-hmm. You also have passive investments.
Correct.
With us, you're a general partner in our syndications, 2 of them.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you guys. Let me do my math really quickly. I think you guys have made another $100,000 in those syndications.
Wow.
It just makes me happy.
Yeah. So I think in the first year of you being active and not only getting your active investments, but also getting in and becoming a general partner and working with us, become on your passive investments, and then on your other ones that you're working on, I think you guys are doing really, really well.
Wow.
I'm
That puts it in,
excited.
yeah.
That does put it in perspective.
Yeah, so almost $250,000 in your first year. So that's fantastic, and I think we're going to
That's
see
exciting.
a constant run up, and I think you're going to be really surprised when you see how much depreciation and what you're going to make back on your taxes. It's going to be a big, big day. So we're going to come back and we're going to figure out how much more you saved on taxes by owning real estate and add that to the total. Yeah, like you said, just showing up and getting started.
It's taught us to stay organized, how to keep our finances and keep the thing that I like about the group is it's helped us be around people that are like-minded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's helped us really understand that there are people out there that'll help you. Robert, I tell you this all the time, and I'm thankful for you.
Oh.
For you and Jason, for showing us, for helping us, for doing the homework,
Yeah.
and for helping us push the button to just say go. Because we've always been, me, and I know Donnie has always been too afraid to just do it.
You guys are a pleasure to work with because you're action takers.
We've learned to be action takers.
Well, it takes a little time. Do you mind sharing roughly what age you guys are?
Today I turned 49.
Wow, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm 48.
So we'll call it, you're just almost at 50.
Yep.
And I think, the next 10 years, if you just keep on doing what you're doing, retirement's going to look a lot better.
I
Oh,
hope
yes.
so.
Yeah, I think, and along the way, as you're cash flowing off your active stuff, I think that's going to be really helpful too. Guys, we really appreciate you guys being part of our mastermind. Was the mastermind worth it? I know you're going to say yes, but
Absolutely.
nice. And you guys are back for the second year. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And again, for me, you guys are the MVPs. Because it was not, many people bought more properties and people did more, but you guys started in such a place that the growth has been tremendous in the first year. So you guys are wonderful. This is Robert. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. If you guys want to join our mastermind, you want to talk a little bit more about it, give us a text at 281-401-9008. We look forward to hearing from you, and you can be like Don and Alma and make $200,000 in your first year. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
We'll
you.
be back. Painless. Good. That was perfect.
That was on purpose.
Yep. Come on in, Joe. You're next. It's on paper. That's the problem. You can. I'll do this one. Excellent. Yes, this is You're going to need to put your headphones on.
Okay.
We are not following COVID protocol here. I got some wipes. I'm going to get them on the next one.
Oh, the sanitizer.
So you're screwed, and then the next person will be okay. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Robert here with Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Hey, guys, you want to check us out? Go ahead to go to our website. It's going to be MRTXRE.com. MR is in Mr. TX is in Texas. RE is in realestate.com. Hey, I'm joined by one of our mastermind folks, who's also a general contractor, and you do a little work in the tax and financial world. So, really good background of understanding it. And you've come into our mastermind, and you picked up 2 properties in your first year.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you that you, above everyone else, has the best potential. Because you the biggest hurdle that people have when they're trying to buy and fix is the fixing part.
Yeah, and that's actually come very easy on my end.
You got it. So having that ability to do the rehabbing, and your daughter's an agent, right?
Yes.
So you got it all in the house. I think you guys have got massive, massive potential. And once we're figuring out taxes and getting some investors in for you, because you should be working with a lot of folks, because you're hands-on, you're on the ground, and we have folks in our mastermind that, they're great, they want to do it, but it's hard for them to find a time, right?
Yeah.
So we got to hook you guys up with some of those things. But let's talk about the properties you bought. What was your first one?
The first one was actually a condo or townhouse.
Yep, good.
And I picked it up for $75,000.
Very good.
And the seller actually paid me $7,500 to fix it before he sold it to me.
Very nice. Okay.
And so then it appraised at about $100,000. So
what'd you make there? Like 20?
I got like 30 grand on it.
30 grand. That's beautiful.
I put in about 13,000 for the closing.
Yep.
And the hard money. The hard money was about 62,000.
Got it. Yeah. Good. And is it cash flowing?
Yes. Well, it cash flows about $270 a month.
Nice.
Yeah. So it covers the note and the HOA.
Great.
So.
Hey, and you got $30,000 in equity. There's a lot of people. Yeah, so I think that was a really great first one for you.
Yeah.
I think you got your feet wet. You started understanding the math, understanding the conversations, and actually got your hands dirty doing it, right?
A big part that really helped me was my daughter's a realtor.
Sure.
And so the seller, he actually is a realtor too.
Yeah.
And so basically they just communicate everything. And I'd signed a bunch of papers.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, sign here. Very good.
Pretty much what it was.
And then you went to work. Then you went to work on rehabbing and making it look beautiful, and then finding the tenant. So I think you had a tenant before you were done with the construction.
I was done with the construction and had a tenant before I even closed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
that one moves pretty swiftly.
That's what I'm talking about. The potential you have. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So we're very happy with that one. Right, got that one in the bag. Tell us about the next one.
The next one actually came a couple weeks later.
Great.
And that one I bought for $107. And I went ahead and renovated it. I put in about $20,000 into renovations.
So we're about $140 with all the closing costs.
It was with the closing. It was like I think it was $132.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I came in another $12,000 out of pocket.
Yeah.
And the equity was somewhere around $50,000-$60,000 in equity.
Nice.
So and that one cash flows a lot better. So
very good.
Yeah. So the notice.
How much is that cash flow, if you don't mind sharing?
About $470.
So $470 and $270, $540. So $750 a month.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. So
that's really good. And the depreciation and the equity. So how much equity do you have total now? Close to 100, right?
Yeah. I got about $90,000 in equity.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And we're in less than 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
right.
Yeah. So I can't wait till next year so that it appreciates.
What took you so long?
Being scared.
Was it fear?
Yeah, it was a fear.
I'm glad you brought it up because that's being honest. I appreciate
fear
that.
of just being stuck and not knowing what to do at next.
Gotcha.
And once I joined this, I just had all the confidence after that.
Fantastic. Yeah, that fear thing can really throw people for a loop. It can really paralyze you.
Yeah, and really, for a while I didn't know I was scared.
Right.
I thought I didn't know what I was doing, and the entire time I knew everything. I was just scared.
Gotcha.
And more than anything, really afraid to admit it.
Well, that is a big problem with folks. I mean, they'll find every other reason not to do it, but the reality is they're afraid.
Yeah.
And we talk about this, people are going to be motivated either out of fear, because the fear of doing it is going to be less than the fear of not doing it. Hey, I realize I have to do something.
Yeah.
Or they're going to be out of love, and because we want to share this stuff with our family. And I think you had a little bit of both.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you are a contractor, so go ahead and plug your construction company. Tell us the name of your company.
It's Details Home Detailing.
Nice.
And number is 713-501-6096.
Excellent.
And we've been in business for almost 17 years. But the last 14, 13 years, we've been helping a lot of investors. So we pretty much do everything turnkey, remodels, make readies, service calls, and build additions.
Good.
Yeah. So we also do some new construction because a lot of people know us and they want us to do some work for them.
Gotcha. You're doing 5 with me.
Yeah.
So I can give you a ringing endorsement. Absolutely, give Joe a call if you guys have some flips or some renovations you guys need done. What would you recommend for folks that are again, who simply find a lot of excuses and maybe they haven't done that self-awareness and understanding it's really fear, but they just seem not to be able to get it done?
Yeah. It's kind of like starting a new business. You just need to get up, be productive, and learn as much as you can, and just take action. Because once you take action, the knowledge will just absorb into the action.
Very good. Very good. And how have we done for you? Have we been able to help you out with that knowledge?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's tons of knowledge. I mean, there's things I never even knew was involved, But, I mean, there's so many ways of borrowing money and networking with people and using people's money and tricks of, manipulating the money so you can buy the house. You can structure the deal so many different ways. Yeah,
so one of the things that we teach our folks is how to get seller concessions, which helps people close, right? And so we just went over that with our first-time home buyer little session we did here in-house. But, yeah, I think you guys, between your daughter, the agent, and your construction company, I'm super excited for you for 2021.
Yeah.
What are your goals? What do you think you're going to do?
Well, I would like to get at least, 5-6 houses, every other month.
Every other month? Great deal.
Because I'm still busy working.
No, I get it,
But ideally, I'll try to get 5 or 6 houses. If I can, I want to move down to Corpus with you guys.
Down.
Look into that.
The Texas Riviera.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I want to kind of get into that too and see how that goes.
Yeah, come on down to Coastal Bend, man. We love to have you down there. That's good. Find a lot of deals down there. But again, I think for you, I would tell you that in this next year, we're really going to look for passive partners or passive investors, because they should feel very, very confident that the fact that you've been doing construction for all these years, you understand the tax code, and you have in-house help with real estate. I think that should be a big goal for you, and I think you'll find a lot of folks wanting to work with you.
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you very, very much. Joe, thanks for sitting in with us here. Again, I think of all the folks that we have in our mastermind, you have the biggest potential because of the skill set you already brought. This is Robert with the Texas Real Estate Radio Network, and this is Mr. Texas Radio. If you want to get a hold of us, go ahead and text us at 281-401-9008. We will be back. Thank you. All right, I think
easy enough.
Zia is haunting us, and he wants to get
Pictures.
So let's move on to pictures. Is that all right, A-Rock?
You want to stay live or do you want to?
No, you can shut that off, and then we'll